I'm trying to find you. Well, I guess I'm going to have to figure that out another time. Let me slide in here. I was trying to log in with my tablet on here to see if I could do it from my tablet. I was just going to talk to everybody tonight. It's getting cold here. So I got my fireplace and I put all my rocks in the fireplace. You see them? I don't know. I'm not going to be able to chat. So I'll just talk. Hey, everybody. I've always been showing these rocks and I never had time to just see people and say hello and get to talk to people. Thanks, Clarice, for being here. I was going to try to sign on with using my tablet and just let this play like this. It's going to it's going to freeze tonight and snow, and we don't ever have snow down here where I live. So it's going to be exciting and a little wearing too. You too, Adventure. Oh, Plants made it. Everybody's making it. I'm so glad. So glad. I just wanted to do something different instead of just showing rocks. Oh, you're in Canada. See, I'm down at the Gulf of Mexico in Alabama. It's usually warm here, but tonight we're going to get really cold. You're cold in Texas. Wow, minus 47. Wow. See, I'm a southern person. I'm used to the heat. I think that would just kill me. I was in Boston once and it was minus 22 and my tears were freezing on my eyes, on my eyelashes. I'm so glad to see everybody. I just thought I'd give y'all a chance I always chat to everybody and say things and make comments. And I thought maybe I would give everybody a chance to just talk. I've never done this before. You know, I'm new. I put all my rocks in the fireplace. Even the the really nice ones. I put them all in there. I put the nice ones in there too. I just put them all in the fireplace. Is that picture good? Oh, you're welcome. I love to go to lives. I love to, I have my coffee in the morning and I try to catch all the lives I can and say hello and try to talk because we all need it. So it's all part of it. I'm enjoying myself. I have so much fun doing what I'm doing. I think y'all know that I'm enjoying myself because I'm always a gentleman. I never get rude or nasty or mean. I'm always a gentleman and I always will be. But yeah, I looked at that fireplace today and I knew I was going to have to light it tonight because it was getting so cold. And I was thinking, what are you going to do with all these rocks? And I didn't know what to do with the rocks. So I just put them in the fireplace. And it looks good. Just rocks from the creek. It looks like I'm at the creek. We used to build fires at the creek all the time and stay out there at night. Is everybody good tonight? Don't think I'm going to sing, because I'm not. I can't sing. I know Ava can sing. Woo! Ava had a good show last night. Man, did she have a good show. She had a singer, and he was good. And she was singing. It's normally warm here in Alabama. We get hot during the day. But this cold front that's coming through, we're going to have snow, and our houses aren't built for snow. I mean, we don't get cold like that. So we're not as good as we think we are when the snow comes. We protect ourselves more from heat than cold. But it is coming, and it's going to have some snow, and I think they're saying it could be a half a foot of snow, and it's happening down here in the south of Alabama because of the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, it should. Well, it usually melts right away, but it's going to stay cold for 2 or 3 days and keep it. And southern people don't know how to drive in snow. So everything's going to be closed. All the streets and roads will be closed. Nothing will be open. And maybe it won't be so bad. I'll definitely take a video. Definitely. You know how that is. Anything for a good video. But we're just not used to it. We're used to heat. It's like it could be 115 outside and I'm okay. I like it. But if it gets 70, I'm cold. I know people that keep it cooler in their house, but it makes me cold. I like hot. I've got a lot of plans for this summer. I've got some stuff to film underwater, and I'm finally gonna get to show people these things I've been seeing since I was a young boy underwater. Right. That's right. That's what happens here, Adventure. We don't have any machines that can even do anything about snow. They put sand on the bridges, but we don't even have salt to put on ice. We do not get ice. I know I've seen videos where people's in the snow just driving, just going down the street like nobody's business. And I could not imagine. I flew into Boston and they had snow, but I had never seen it. And it's strange to walk on ice. I never seen ice in the ocean, and I seen ice in Boston. The ocean was frozen. It was really strange. Thank y'all for the hearts. I really appreciate that. I know I have a thick accent. I'm Southern. I love to see snow. I don't like to be in snow. Ava, I wish you could. One day you'll have to come on my show and sing for me when I get better. I know, man. When I went to the beach, they had seagulls the size of a turkey. I'd never seen that, and it had huge chunks. The ocean wasn't frozen, but it was like huge chunks of ice, and it had slush. And I was all the way up there in Boston, and it was like minus 22. But you know how that is. You just when you ain't never seen nothing like that. It's like when I drove to California, I went through Salt Lake City. I thought the Salt Lake was ice. For miles, I thought it was a wall. And then I realized I was looking out flat over just a vast white area. Okay, I will. I'm going to get better at this, Ava. And I'm going to set some stuff up. And then, because I really enjoyed your show last night. I didn't just do like that because I really had fun. That was fun for me. He sang songs from when I was a young boy. It was good. Camper, what is that, KW Camper or something like that? Oh, I had a good time. You seen me, I was telling the truth. I had a good time. That music he was playing, it's called old rock and roll. That's what my daddy used to listen to. And I remember hearing those words. And I knew some of the words. That's when it's good, when you know the words of the song. I don't know how to run tests on here to see how. I guess y'all are better at it than me, because I got to figure out how I can use more than one thing. Like I want my uh, tablet and my phone where I can relax and just talk and see everybody on my phone. I mean, on my tablet. I don't know. I don't know how to make two things on here at once. Bye bye. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. And don't let that snow get you. And we'll come see it. Thank you so much for coming. I thank all of y'all. It's so exciting for y'all to be here. There's ZP. I have a lot of fun at yours too, Larice. I don't know why I pick names, but I pick names. Like, pick 5 names. Okay. Pick 10 names. Okay. Oh, thank you. You've helped me a lot, giving me advice and sending people to me, and I appreciate it so much. And I'll never do anything to make you regret it. I'll always be a gentleman. See, y'all can talk about me and I wouldn't even know it. Yeah. Pick names. I want to see who wins. Did ZP win? I seen some other videos where people got packages. So is that, and one lady, you know how they do unboxing? So I watched them unbox. I like that. Pick me, pick me. You too, adventure man. I like watch. Are you still there? I wanted to tell you, I like watching what you're doing, because when my job is done, I'm taken out and everything's going, and I'm not going to haul anything, and I need to know about places like that to go to. Okay, January 24th. I'm going to have to start taking notes, because so much happens that, I'm not used to this. But yeah, I'll probably ask you again, Larice. 24 is a little ways. Because you know what I do here? Oh, it's going to be late. Huh. Yeah, see, when I go to sleep, you wake up. So is it morning there now? Oh, thank you, Adventure. I'm glad you was still there, man. Yeah, I'm really sincere about that. You showing those cool places because Texas is a place that I've thought about because I can move far enough south where it would be warm. Because that's really what I'm seeking is somewhere nice and warm, just even hot. I may go down to South Florida. I'm not sure, but I don't think I'm gonna go any further west than Texas. I like being in the South. Southern people. Texas seems like the South to me. I was in Louisiana for a long time too, and then we would visit Texas to go to Houston and Dallas to kick up our heels. Oh, I've been there a lot in the cities, and I've been down to the beach, Galveston. Been down there a lot. I got stuck in the sand down there with a paraplegic in the front seat. I got stuck in the sand at the beach where everybody else was driving, and I got stuck. But having a paraplegic in the front seat, all of a sudden I had more help than I could ever need. Thanks for my hearts, everybody. I see you. I'm looking. I hadn't learned how to chat back and all that yet, but I will. I'll learn how to do it. And it's so different doing this. I thought about that today. I was worried because I didn't want uh I don't know. I was worried and I didn't think y'all been doing this a long time, you know. I had some people make me nervous, but I'm okay now. So y'all know more about this than me. Y'all like my fireplace? Yeah, I didn't have a problem getting help, dude. I think I could have got help anyway, but that I had a paraplegic, it was my ex-wife's brother. And he was in the front seat and he told me to turn at a certain place and I did and we went down in the sand. You know, y'all could do that. If y'all could play a game in my live. I don't know how to play. I want to learn how to play the number game in Larice when y'all picking numbers or whatever that is. When y'all wait for me to leave, everybody says, "Hello, Alabama. Hello, Alabama. Hello, Alabama," and then y'all wait for me to leave. Y'all doing woman stuff. I love visiting y'all's different places I get to see and the different things I get to do. It's really, really interesting for me. I have really, really enjoyed myself a lot because I'm just a country guy in Alabama and I get to see all over the world. And it's beautiful. People don't know how beautiful they have it. I didn't know how beautiful it was here until I seen it on TV and I thought, this is beautiful. And I never noticed how beautiful it was at my creek till I seen it on television. And then I said, oh, I'm in the jungle. And I am. I did not know I was in the jungle. We called it the woods. I love to be outside. Ava, I wasn't able to click on that man last night. I didn't know how to subscribe to him. The guy that was singing. Camper or something. KW, was it KW Camper? This is pretty neat. I like it. That is the great thing about you. I know, man. I have met. Give us moderator, dear. Oh, I don't know if I know how. Oh, there she is. Talks. Talk. I talked about you on my video. I said I had a friend and she does exercise. Talks. You do exercise. And you say, huh, da 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 da, huh, da 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 da, huh. I like it. You're so much fun, Talks. I say exercise. Exercise. Can y'all see my fireplace? See? Yes, exercise. Da 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 ha. Da 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 ha. It looked terrible, Larice, and now dump the rocks in it. That's all the rocks that I've been showing. They're beautiful, but there they are. They came from the ground, so they can be on the ground. I put the really nice ones in there. I don't know what I did with my light. Don't have any idea. I had my light with me. I was going to shine it. But you can see the real pretty ones down there at the bottom with the sparkles. The other one is right there. That one. That's a real pretty. You see them sparkling? I just thought the fire would be a good idea. I have seen worse. I have seen some things. You never know what you're going to get when you go to a live. It's like, oh no. Have you seen the fat baby eating pork? Fat baby. Like, nom, 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 nom. You know how things look nice when you don't take your time and you just sling it all in there? And people was like, no, you'll bust your rocks. And I said, man, I've been building fires outside all my life on that creek, and I ain't never seen a bunch of busted rocks from a fire. So I was like, y'all crazy. These rocks, they are not going to bust. You could build a fire on top of them and they wouldn't bust. It's just a hobby. It's something I picked up. I've always collected rocks. And I always pick them up, but I would give them away. You know how guys are. If the girl says, oh, that's pretty, can I have it? You're like, yep, you can have it. So I never kept them. I like to find them. I just don't want to keep them. Thank you. Hello, good morning. I'm so glad y'all could make it. Oh, I'm supposed to make people moderators, don't I? I don't know how to. Oh, I forgot again. I'm scared to touch my phone because it might fall. I don't know how to. I'll do that next time. I'll practice and do it better. Larice, you can share anybody's the link or whatever you call that. I don't know how you do that, but because I don't know how to do it. Okay, thank you. I didn't want to because I could accidentally turn it off. And I'm enjoying this. I sure do appreciate everybody's support. I really do. I just don't know how to say thank you enough. It's been wonderful. Yeah, I won't touch anything. I post my rocks. I had 2 people tell me on my rock on the front, they said, "Yummy, yummy." And I laughed. I was like, they didn't look. They just said, "Yummy, yummy." So I wrote back, "It's a rock." It was good. Have you seen the little video where the hippopotamus is a baby hippopotamus going through the air? And it says, ah, 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 ah. It's so funny. It's funny to have people that you can talk to and they can't say anything back. They can type. I always have people. Did I do it? I tried. Did I do it? Ava, did it work? Yummy, yummy, yummy. And ice cream, yummy. I like that. I never heard that before, until I started watching everybody's channel. I never heard ice cream, yummy. Ice cream, good. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Never heard it. Hello. Ice cream, good. I like it. Okay. I understand. I take care of my mother and I have to cook all the time and I have my phone with me. You know. But tonight, hey Tiger, Killer Diller, Roscoe Miller. I am so glad to see you. Thank you very much. Thought I'd get on here and you see, Tiger, I was sitting there today thinking, what could I do with all these rocks? So I dumped them in the fireplace. Because it's freezing here. Well, it is actually freezing. I usually complain, oh my God, I can't eat pork. I can't eat red meat. I love to look at it and I want to bite and I can smell it, but I can't eat it. Yeah, that's all my rocks. Everything in the bottom. That right there is the big old amethyst, that big one. And that's, I can't see because I don't, you see it sparkling. And over here. But yeah, and somebody said, oh, you're going to mess them up. And I was like, man, I have built fires all my life on the creek and I ain't never found no busted rocks. Really? A tiger that can't eat red meat. Wow. Yeah, I eat things that swim and things that fly. Chicken and fish. I have had reptile. I know. That's what Fallen Angel. Man, I've been building fires all my life outside and on the rocks. And you ain't never went back to where your fire was and a whole bunch of busted rocks. And we've had whole trees burning. Now you can melt bottles. We melted a bunch of beer bottles like that. We'd stand them all up and build fire around them and burn it all night. And the next morning you'd have to let it cool off real slow. But if you let it just cool off and ash up by itself, you can come back and get it, and that bottle will be all melted and deformed. It's cool. Yeah, now that could bust it. Right. I understand that. I mean, dang, you throwing water on hot rocks. Well, I've been in saunas before, and they got them big old rocks, and you pick up a thing of water and pour it over them jokers, and it sizzles like bacon, and it puts out that steam, but them rocks don't never pop. And I've done that a bunch of times. Sitting in that sauna. Jacuzzi's water. Yeah, I don't like jacuzzis. It's nasty. It's like sitting in somebody else's toilet. Right. I thought that's what it was called. I just, they got steam. They got all kind of crazy names now, and people will show you their house and run you through it, and it's like, okay, we used to call that a steam room, but whatever you just called it. Which I like nice things, don't get me wrong, but it's funny how people will rename something old and think they have something new. Thank you so much, Beth. And I thank y'all. I'm seeing the people that, hey, Rock Solid. I'm seeing people that really come in and that I see your face a lot. And I try to respond to everybody. I got behind because I got hurt. Does it look good? Dang, I forgot. You need to say something again. I can't see. I was just wondering, because I really, how you can see over this thing, and I wanted to have it high. Is it high enough to where your chat and the words aren't in it? Hey, I could lie and say those were logs, couldn't I? It's time for us to go to bed. We're going to be going to sleep in just a little while. My mother's already back there. I got a big dog that weighs 100 pounds right here beside me. Her name's Cece. She's my baby. I'll show you one day. She's big, 100 pounds, a guard dog. Hello. She was I got her in the city. Hey, Rock Solid, I was going to ask you something. I forgot. Hey, I forgot. Yeah, Tiger and Larice, if y'all if somebody wants to share their link, you can. I don't know how that works, but you can do that. Hey, man. Hey, Hiking. Jackie boy. Oh, man. Just like if anybody, I don't know how to do it, but yeah, I can see why people. I would like to start having something in the morning to Okay, Larice, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I truly do. And I'll be there. I'm going to run this for a little while. I just thought this will be, I got to learn how to do that night bot. Because I'd like to leave something like this and just let it go and people could watch it. I want to see what it looks like on my television. But I can watch it when it's over. That's the best thing about doing this, is you get to have a video from it. But I can't make a video from this. Usually my stuff, I can make a good video out of it afterwards, because you know how I like to mess my rocks up. Rock solid. She getting good at it too, man. She can mess it up. Hey, Dave. Sorry about that. Don't jump. Or don't go into the light. I'm getting there. Do you watch it? I do it because I'm trying to get my time in. I'm just a couple of hundred short, so I'm trying to get my time in. But yeah, I let it run. I don't ever see my videos until I post it. I never watch it. I'll go to the creek. I film like it's live. I come home. I just download it straight into YouTube. I don't watch nothing. That's why you got to see me bust my butt at the Walter Bowden Dam. Because I was like, I don't care, man. I'm a human being. Everybody falls down and trips. And I'll be the first one to laugh at you. I will. You fall down, I'm going to laugh. I might be helping you up, but I'm going to be laughing at you. So there it is. I'm that person. And I'm loud. So if I start laughing, you're going to know it. Because you can hear me. Yeah, you know me, though. Y'all, RG, I've been knowing RG since he was born. He runs a, hey, can you post RG slot wins link for me, somebody, please? I've been knowing him since he was born, and he's a man now, and I'm proud of him. I really am. Oh, I can do that, can I? I can try now. I'm new. And you let me know if that worked. I don't see a change. Hit it. Let me see. Yep, I did it. Thank you, Larice. But he plays slot machines, and you don't have to see him or nothing. You just look at the slot machine, and then for us here, he spins the slot machine, and it makes like a bunch of noise, and then he wins. You'll like that. He's doing really good, but you know how everybody always needs friends, and I've been knowing, like I said, I knew his mother when I was a boy, and then we grew up together, and then that's her son. It's still fun the way you go through. It's hard for me not to say your name. It's still fun to watch you play because you don't show all that. You just show the wins. So it's fun. Rock Solid is a good friend too, RG. So is Tiger Eye. I've been knowing Tiger Eye since I got here. Tiger Eye is one of the very first people to ever even mention anything on one of my videos. Thank you, Ava. I understand it's morning time, and I know everybody's just getting up. I think I'm going to start having coffee and inviting people to come have coffee. That's a joke. If I can't drink coffee at night because I have to get up and do things in the morning. Yeah, right. Not at night like this. I could get up in the morning and do it, but I doubt that is not going to happen. I am not ready for that kind of schedule. This is going to be fun. I'm not going to turn it into a job. I almost did that. But now I've took a step back and I'm just going to enjoy myself and have a good time. I think that's going to be the key, because it seems like the more fun I have, the better things are. Oh, me neither, Ava. And I like cream. I like a little bit of coffee with my cream, and I like it really hot. Hot, hot, hot. Huh! I like Tox. Tox is a true entertainer. She knows how to work a room. She really does. And with respect, she's very good. I like that. She says, hot. Do, 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 hot. And she laughs. I like it. You went for a long time last night, Talk. Because when I got up, you was still on. And you was going to sleep. Yeah, that's right. You see that? When I wake up in the morning, I'm an evil dragon. And then I have to have my coffee. Everybody leaves me alone in the morning, even the dogs. The dogs tiptoe around me, and they're scared of me. I have got to have coffee first. I am not a good morning person. And I had some nice coffee creamer when I started out, but I ended up buying that what is it called? Equate or whatever, and like hazelnut creamer. And that's what I like. A big, big cup with cream and coffee. But only in the morning. If I drink it at night, I will not go to sleep. I will stay up forever. Hey, Rock, is that your creek? That new video you put out? Um, I'm sorry, I undid that, Rock, where you could where you could comment on my shorts. You know it, rock solid. Moderators can't comment on people's shorts, and I was like, oh no, she can't comment on my shorts, and I took it off. Hey, Jackie boy, didn't you say you was ice fishing the other day? Oh, that could have been yesterday. One day. I get people mixed up too, because a lot of times I go by Jackie boy, was that you fishing on the ice? Are you digging the hole in the ice and like on TV? I could not imagine being out. I don't know. I have never been outside on ice. Not me. There is never enough ice. Okay, okay, Jackie boy. There's somebody else, and his what do you call it? The picture. His picture is his little dog, and it looks just like that. The little black dog with the brown nose, and I forget his name. I go by pictures, but it's like, thank God Rock Solid didn't change her picture, because if she did, I wouldn't know who she was. Yeah, he's up north, like in Pennsylvania or something like that. He's a really good guy. I mean, really good. He got a family and kids and everything, and he's a young man, maybe 30. Are y'all getting snow, Rock? We supposed to get like 4 inches, and that is a blizzard here. I just don't like cold. And as soon as I can, I will move somewhere where it will never be cold again. And if I want to be cold, I will turn on the air conditioner or get in the creek. That would be fun. That's something we're gonna have to talk about, Rock. We could do that, like throw down, especially this summer. We could. I can come up. We could come up with some killer ideas. You know, is that creek in your yard or right by you? I got mine wide open. I want the whole world to be invited to my channel. Yeah, it's very rare here too, Jackie boy. Very rare. Wow. Wow. I wouldn't show the well, I'll talk to you later about that. Yeah, that is wow. 30 feet. I'm fixing to buy that little it's a pocket Wi-Fi thing. That way I can do lives from the creek instead of filming it and then coming home and downloading it. I can just do a live at the creek and then everybody can just watch it. And if I got my Wi-Fi, it won't be shoddy. Huh. No. I could do a cat. I used to do a cat good. My voice is to do a cat. I can do a cat. A little snow is fun at the, huh. But see, here, just that they said snow on TV, everything started closing. You should see what the store looked like. There was a line wrapped around. Everybody's freaking out. I just got my regular groceries. I've got my hurricane supplies so we can live 2 months. And I cook on my fireplace. I cook right there. I done learned how watching YouTube. I can cook on the fire. I can do it. I could live in the woods. That's a lie. I love the woods, but I like to get into bed. I can't sleep on the ground anymore. I don't want to. What state are you in, Jackie boy? Yeah, that happened here. I would be embarrassed. You walk in and you see people with this stuff in their buggies, and I would be embarrassed to have all that stuff in my buggy. It's like, okay, yeah, see, you're in South Texas? 'Cause you have to be if you're not used to snow. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm in South Alabama. I'm 20 miles above Montgomery, and it hasn't snowed here in 25 years or 20 years. I was a little boy. Well, 10, 11. I don't know about little. I was always big. Right. So you know exactly. Yeah. It closes. They can just say it on TV and people freak out. And I live way out in the country, so I have to drive. It's a 25-mile trip there and back just to go to the store. And then, because I live way out in the country and you have to drive. But when you get on the main road, the cars are everywhere and the people are crazy. Hey, Ann, nice to see you. Thank you so much for what you did for my mother, Charlotte. That was so sweet of you. She loved it. Absolutely loved it. Because my mother is 82. And when she sees things on TV, that's amazing when they say her name. Or right. And Ann did my mother. And you know how good Ann is. It was a great video. And I got to send it to my mother, and she has it in her phone now. It's very special to her because she was on TV. Because we play A lot of times I play y'all on TV and you can't comment. But you can like on TV. I like, and then I watch. So I give the time and I give the like. But she really liked it, Ann, because when I seen it, I run in there and I was like, look, 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 watch. And she looked and she said, it looks like she's spelling my name. And I was like, she is spelling your name. It's Charlotte. She's doing it for you. Her name is Ann. Oh, it's so exciting. You made an 82-year-old lady smile really big. Oh, you made hours. I love to go on there on your videos and congratulate the people. I don't know why I like to do that. It's just fun for me to say congratulations because I know how good it makes them feel when they get picked. She is. You need to go see her, Rock. She does people's names and she does like art because you just see the letter come and then the letter comes and then it's and she has good music. She's really it's nice. I like it. Hey, Sharon. I know why Sharon's sad because the pecans are not out there anymore. Sharon, I was waiting on my pecans. Tiger Eye is a good person, y'all. I've known Tiger Eye since I came here. Tiger Eye is very good. Very good. Oh, we're having a problem here? Here, where I am, or there, where you are? Are we having a problem there? Or are we having a problem with me? Oh, yeah, I have a lot of aunts. So I have been through a lot of my aunts' boyfriends. Oh my God, and my cousins, all females. My mother has 6 sisters. The boyfriends, oh no. They know how to pick the same one with a different name over and over and over. I learned how to stay out of it. Because when you're young, you don't know you should stay out of. If a man and a woman is in a fuss, you should not be in it. Because they're going to get back together and you're going to lose both of them. And it's hard to stay out of it if you love them. He just started. Oh, well, sometimes when you know what? It takes 2. I learned. If you'll let somebody just be loud and say what they say, and then it's hard. Oh, I understand that. But you know how it is. You can't put people out when it's about to freeze. But you know how we do in the South? Call your friends. Get them over there. They get him out. Call some dudes up. It's like, hey, we need this man out the house. They come. Get your gun. Oh, yeah, I know. I wouldn't care either. But you know how it is. Has he calmed down yet? Sometimes when a man is fussing, if you'll feed them, they'll shut up because they got their mouth full of food. Give them something to eat. You feed a mad man. If it's good, he's not going to be mad. But if his mouth's full of food, he cannot holler at you. Yeah, and then if he hits you, just let him go to sleep and get you a 2x4. Yeah, wait till he goes to sleep though. Don't hit him while he's awake. Ooh, machete. Don't be hit. Don't do that. You'll go to jail. You got your kids. I don't ever do crazy like that. I can get mad. I'll call the police before I hit somebody like that. I can take care of myself, but I don't like violence, especially against women. Or some grits. Cook you some grits on that stove and sling them grits on somebody, and you'll know you did it. They'll know you did it. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate you so much coming. I really do, and thank you so much for making my mother happy. That was very, very sweet of you, because I know you have a lot of people asking for those spots. I know you do, and thank you so much for doing it for me. And I know I could have took it with my name on there, Alabama. Yeah, I would have had one, but I wanted to give it to my mother because it was very special, and she's very special to me. Sharon, did he calm down? Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. I understand. Tell her he understands. She's muted. I see it. Um, Larice is doing her live, so really, I hate. Well, everybody knows how to run around in here. It's easy. Okay, good. That's good. I'm glad he's passed out. I thought y'all was having to deal with him right now. Give him some more. If that's probably what he just needed. He come home being irritated from work and just need to smoke some weed and go to sleep. Shoot. It ain't hard. Only thing I don't like is if they think they fixing to drink. It's like, you already acting bad. You're not gonna drink. I'm not gonna have a bad drinker. That liquid courage. Yeah, Larice is very special to me, Tiger Eye. She's on mute because she's doing her live. But yeah. Well, I'm almost. So I got cops on him. He won't come at me. He's some serious problems. Yeah, but I would let him sleep. Like they say, leave the sleeping dog alone. Don't wake a sleeping dog. Just if he gets up, if you was gonna call the police, you'd have done called them. So maybe you just need to, when he calms down and fixes up, next time he gets out of that house, make sure he can't come back in. And then you say, it's because you acted like you did. Let him sleep and let him leave and fix it. I done got rid of more than one. With all my cousins and my aunts, if you touch them, then they're going to put you're going to be in trouble. Change a monster into a victim. She can't, she can still read. She just can't hear me. For some reason, when she said she was muted, I was thinking she couldn't see the chat. That's crazy. It's so foreign. I know, new locks. But tomorrow you better get your butt out there tonight, because tomorrow could be all that snow. You down in it. It's going to start snowing below you and come up. It's coming out of the Gulf of Mexico that it's going to slide under this freezing air. Maybe does he fuss every day? It ain't my story. I got 6 aunts and I've watched them go through it. I got about 30 cousins. I've seen some bad dudes come through there. And what's so bad is they know how to pick them. It's what they picking. Because you get rid of one bad dude and they'll go get him another one and he'll look different and he'll have a different name, but it's the same bad man. That's why them bad men have babies. See how talented little Reese is. She is doing her live and she's sitting here in mine. I can't even turn on my tablet and look at this. I don't know how to find it. Or either I think I just get nervous and get into a panic. Not sure. Kind of just jumped on here real quick. You like my fireplace rock? You see all my rocks? Did I already tell you that? That's all the rocks I had on the video. My big old amethyst is sitting right there in the front. And I got another one in here somewhere. But I love it because I can see all this sparkle in there. See how it's sparkling? My pretty, 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 pretty rocks that I didn't know what to do with. I didn't take them back to the creek. Hey, I forgot I still got like 4 boxes of rocks in the other room. I went through everything. I don't know if I could tell you what flint even looks like. Is that like a gray glass? And I accidentally went there because I didn't know anything about rocks. And Katie did told me, I'd watch that because we were in lockdown. And me and my mother, I didn't watch any TV, just YouTube, where we could watch good stuff because the world was just terrible. Our world here was anyway. But they were finding those agates. And I went down there to find them. Yeah, I do have those put up. They're different. I got them in my Crown Royal bag. I got those in the polished Somerville stuff. I got my stuff. But not a lot. I don't want a lot of stuff. And I can see it starting to pile up around me, literally. Like boxes come and I sit it down. A box comes and I'm sitting it down. And it just hit me, dude, you could make your video and film you making your video. Like, I like to take them pictures and do that stuff with them rocks. I like it. It's what I do. It's something I'm doing. Everybody thinks I'm just pushing a button and that happens. I actually have to sit there and write that. That's why that dragon I did, that's why it couldn't fly. I didn't know the words, how to describe, because there is no such thing as a dragon. So I didn't know how to describe how a dragon would move. Like with a horse, I know everything about a horse, all its muscles, its bones, its structure, the veins, everything. And you write that stuff in there, and the more you write, the better it looks. But anyway. I have fun doing it. It takes me about 10 hours to do 5 minutes doing that. And then it's like, I can't even believe I did it myself when I look at it. And if you watch that last one, I started having what they call ghost in the machine. I'm sitting there running my stuff through, and all of a sudden these people show up and they're just in there. And I don't know who they are. And it's called the ghost in the machine. And those 3 women and a man was in my video last night, and I did not ask for that or put them there or do anything. Somehow, and I wasn't doing AI. It's called movement, and I use Meta just to do the movement, and the computer don't understand what it's looking at. That's why some of it looks like water and it moves in the way it moves, but it's all in the code. When you write the code, you can make it look at the ocean or something like that. You want to use some kind of water word, and you don't use words like and, is, that, but, or periods or commas or anything like that. You have to write literal, extremely literal. And you just could not believe after typing literal for 10 hours how hard it is to speak to somebody. All of it sparks. If you'll turn off the lights when you're cutting rock, you look there at the blade. There's fire. That's why you got water on it. That rock would get so hot you couldn't touch it or it'd pop. But I love cutting rock and looking down at that rock with that blade inside of it, that fire going. That's the energy inside the rock and the friction. Larice must have posted my live. I see her tags. I'm glad. Thank you, Larice. Look at that. 56 likes. That is fantastic. I don't even know. I'm so new here. I don't know what little and big is. Like, I know what big is and little. I'm not stupid, but it's like, I don't know what a lot and I see how hard people work, and I appreciate it. And I'm working hard, but I'm loving it. They have a game that they play too, Rock. Larice. They do a lot of, I don't know, maybe, you may have to be, I don't know how that works, Rock. I was trying to figure it out, but they'll say hey and everything, but they want you to leave. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's just figuring out what's going on. And I think you have to have something at stake, and it takes a lot of work, like hours a day, like a job. I put in probably 6 to 7 hours a day, and then I'll do another 7 or 8 on those videos. So that's what, 12, 13 hours a day. And I get on when I wake up about 4, and I don't log off till I go to sleep about 12. But it's not bad. It's good. I love it. I do. I love it. I was bored. But I'm having to do things too. I've learned to stop, because all of a sudden, instead of my mother being first, she was last. And I realized that. And I had to stop. I started making sure everything, that's like today. I went and bought groceries. I got everything in. I got everything set. I got us something to eat. We ate. I got everything ready and done. And then I'll get everything ready and done in the morning. And trust me, I'm not complaining. I love my life. Especially in this world, that I'm content. That's good. Yeah, but see, that's why I connected with you so well, Rock, because I could see what you were doing, and it reminded me of me, and I was like, wow, okay, hey, and just like that's why I was telling you, just go, don't stop, man, because it's just like, don't listen to nothing. Larice told me, if they're bad, you get them out. Don't even think about it. It's not gonna hurt. Do you know there's 10 billion YouTube accounts? 10 billion. That means 0.01% is 1 million. Baby, I don't even know what Flint looks like, tell you the truth. Ain't that what you start fires with or something? I ain't never had no Flint. I got. Oh, you did? You know, I was going to tell you that you was probably going to lose your spot for talking to. That's what a control looks like. Yeah, we won't do that though, because I'm not giving it any power. I prayed, and I was just like, God, I just need to be. I have peace. I forgave, and I'm good. I know I heard about you. How I've seen it where you take the sparks and put it on like twigs and stuff and make fire. But I'll have to look up what flint looks like, Sharon, because I don't know. I would imagine that it was black or gray, and it looks like it would just chip like glass or something. I don't know. I've seen them on TV. You know how they do on TV? They rub it. Okay, yeah. So it is, and is it gray or black? Hey, darling, it's okay. Oh, my dog's tripping out because I'm just sitting here talking to the fireplace. She's like, "What is he doing?" She weighs 100 pounds, so her head's bigger than mine. And to tell the truth, I'm kind of scared of her because she's so big. I ain't never had a dog this big before, but she's my guard dog, and she sits in the corner of this big old. I'm in a big house, and she sits in the corner to where every entrance is guarded. And buddy, nothing's coming through them doors. And if they did decide to come through the door, then they're gonna have me, and I've got something that's gonna take care of that. Yeah, that's what I thought. A dark colored quartz. See, that's why I was saying, don't it kind of break like glass? See, my terminology is just not ever going to be okay with these rocks because I love them, but my memory, to tell the truth, I had a head injury in 2010, and my memory just is not what it was. And it's like everything's okay. I'm all right, but when it comes to things now, my memory is bad. And everybody that knows me knows that, because I'll tell them when I meet them, well, I'm not going to remember your name when I see you again, so don't be offended if I ask you your name, because I just can't remember. But when they say it, I do know it. It's like the trigger's not there because the memories are there, but people have to tell me, you remember this? And oh, yep, I remember all of it. But for some reason, I can't just trigger. Remember what? Your name? Let me see. I don't. Seems like it starts with a Arlene. Is that it? Oh, right. I only asked that group. I told them if I wanted my name to be on YouTube, that would be my name on YouTube. And I couldn't understand why they were insisting on screaming each other's names out when you go to a chat. And plus, it takes up so much time. Everybody's saying, hey, 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 hey. We all see each other. We're grown ups. But it is good to be acknowledged. I have to admit, because I have been in the chat rooms. You know, when you're a fan and all that, and when they acknowledge you, it does feel good. Like when I come in, Larice always, hey, Vernon, Alabama, Alabama. Everybody is like, and so it does feel good. I do understand. I'll have to get better at that kind of stuff because I'm just not that kind of person. I mean, I'm a good guy, but I'm just not that. And I'm chatty, but I don't know. Y'all work with me because it'll get better, especially if we do some stuff that's coming up. Because I'm about to go underwater with that new equipment, and I'm about to, I bought me that wheel to do the whole deal, and I just ordered a bunch of stuff. I wanted to get with you too, Rock, on that. You was telling me about that person. Do they have a store or anything like that? Because you gave me a couple of names, but I don't know who they are, and I was wondering if they have like a .com or a Etsy or anything like that. Ramabama. The reason I don't adventure is because I'm not necessarily going to get it right, and I don't like to say the wrong name. I just I don't. That's why I sort of try to avoid that. I've never been good at names. I need to hear them to see how that, especially women, they'll spell their name. It's like instead of a Y, it'll be an I, or an I is a Y. I got it. I thought it was called a slant flat lap, but I was corrected and said it's just called a slant lap. And it's that joker is like $700. It come with all bunch of wheels, and I hadn't even opened it yet. It's still closed up in the box. I didn't. I mean, now that I'm doing this, I might be doing a open the box video. But yeah, I almost went for the big one. What that big old joker with the 6 wheels. I almost got it. And then I just felt so weird about these rocks, especially when I got with the opal. It was like, now you don't really need that if you're just going to work opal. Because I got a flex reel to hang, that hanging Dremel, and I got another brand new, the Cab King. I almost had that. I could have got it. And I decided not to get it and get a new fireplace, but I didn't even do that. I just fixed the one that I already got and save that. So that money just saved. I didn't spend it. So that's my future. That was a lot of money. I mean, that's a lot of money to throw down for something to work with rocks, especially when you was unsure as me. And I don't make jewelry and stuff. I like to find it. I'm going to cut it and polish some, but I'm not even. I'm not even. Good night, Larice. Thank you so much. I'm carrying on here. I'm enjoying myself. I hate that I'm missing your live. You go for a long time and I'll be there. I promise. Yeah, it is a big investment. That's why I wanted to get this. I mean, even the slant lap that I got, that's a lot of money to play with rocks. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to make anything. Hey, all right. I am so glad you're here. Hello, Paigey. That's the English lady with the boyfriend. Could you share her? Oh, you don't. Never mind. I'm sorry. She hadn't started posting yet, but she is. You like my fireplace? I know y'all cold, Paigey. Y'all always cold in England. Even I mean the United Kingdom. Uh, Even in the summertime, it gets cold there. I hope you're well. You're welcome here anytime. I'll even make you a moderator. I'll try. It's did you, I don't know why anybody else would know, but I've told you it never snows down here where I'm at, and some kind of lifetime thing is happening to where we're fixing to get a bunch of snow, and we're not used to that. So it's like everybody's running around in a panic. Yeah, it's getting cold. It's below freezing now, but it's supposed to drop real low tonight, like 5, and we're supposed to get a half a foot of snow. And I know that's not a lot for everybody that's used to it, but just for it to snow in Alabama, just for it to be in the sky, people start running around. You would think it was fire falling from the sky. Yeah, because the sun went down. That's the end of this day. Good deal. And see, y'all's your houses and buildings are built for it. In this, it's just like our clothes here in the South. I didn't know until I flew to Boston and was in a snowstorm. My shoes had thousands of holes in it, and I didn't know it because in the South, your shoes have to breathe, your clothes have to breathe, your house has to breathe. Our houses have vents on the tops of them that suck the air out of it because it gets so hot here. So our houses are not built for snow. Or neither are we. People get used to that stuff. Yeah, it was cold there. It was like minus 22, and the tears were freezing on my eyelashes. And I'd never knew anything like that before. And I had to go buy all new shoes, socks, clothes. I never wore a shirt over a shirt. I don't even have a coat. I have a hoodie, but I don't even have a coat. Our houses have to breathe, and that it reverses. Like when you go north of us 1,000 miles, those people, wow. Yeah, see, I didn't know my shoes had holes in them. When I got to Boston, my feet got wet and my socks started freezing inside my shoe. And then they were like, oh, you're going to get frozen feet or whatever. So I had to go buy all new stuff and layer. Oh, what happened to that? Oh, she turned it out. Okay. Okay. I know, right? I was in the city of Boston with my southern accent, and they had snow all over the place, and they had it piled up down the street where they plowed it or whatever, street cleaned it, and you had to step over it to cross the street. Well, I was scared because I'm really tall and I already hit the ground really hard, and I was I mean, I did not know what it was like to walk on ice. I don't have, all I got is a hoodie. I don't have a coat. I got a nice coat I wear to church, but it's not to keep warm. It just looks good. It's not hot. I'll be okay. I know how to stay by the fire. It's warm in here. That fire, it's got my face hot now. And if it wasn't cold outside like it is, I couldn't have that. You can turn that, you can turn it down to where it's just a little bitty flame and it keeps the whole house warm. It'll just be little bitty. It keeps the bills down because the power bill is so high. So that's gas. We have a big tank in the back. No, I don't like coats. I always lose them. I got nice coats like to dress up and do something, but I don't like all that on me. I can wear a hoodie. That is unbelievable. I know one time it got in the 20s here and we put the water hose up in a tree and we came out the next morning and there was a mountain in the yard, a big mountain of ice. The whole tree was inside of the ice. We didn't know it was going to do that. And it was huge. And it was still just, the water was running and it has just made a big mountain in the middle of, I mean, the tree was inside of it. I always, if I put on a coat, I get hot and I take it off. And then I don't like them. And so when I leave, I don't get the coat. I don't remember. I just leave. Or if I'm somewhere, I just take them off and just throw it down. Not on the ground, but wherever you put coats. And then I just walk out and leave them. I'm not used to wearing a coat. We don't need them. It's too hot. I mean, we think it's cold if it's 70. Right? We could tell scary stories. I could tell y'all the story about me being at that creek the other day and almost killing myself a couple of weeks ago. I really thought I was going to die. Literally. I was 5 miles in the woods and it was getting dark and it was freezing cold and my leg was messed up. My back, my wrist, both my arms, both my legs. I was really messed up. And I just had to focus and I just kept like, you got to go home. You got to go home. You got to go home. And it took me hours to get out of there. I didn't break anything. Sprained my neck, sprained my back, twisted my knee out real bad. That last video I did where I did my private place, when it ends, that's because I'm hanging from a cliff by my left arm facing outward. You see me sling out and I do a scream like a oh or whatever, how a noise I made. And then I say, okay, it's beautiful. Y'all be blessed. Bye. And I hang up real quick. It's because I'm hanging from a cliff. And what's really weird is if you watch the video, you hear me warning myself. The whole time I'm warning myself. And I just keep going. That private place or something like that. Not private, what is it? Secret place? I think that was it. Secret place. And then I had to flip around and I didn't want to put any weight on that leg. I seen my leg twist the wrong way, my left leg, and it pulled all my tendons out. And I was 5 miles back and nobody could get to me. It was like me learning I don't need to be back in them woods. I just cannot take a fall like that. I used to be able to bust my butt when I was 20. You can get up and get out, but you can't do that sometimes, especially if you fall down a cliff into a gully. It scared me really bad. I hadn't been to the, hey, Tox. Y'all, this is Tox. She is so much fun. That's freezing, Sharon. Larice, Docs. It was something else though, getting out of there. Something else. I don't know what degree it is here. I can't look. I'm scared to touch my phone. Huh. I know, because I think I needed it, that reality check that I should not be back there like that. I mean, I even thought, I was like, well, I'll get somebody to go. That's the same thing. People won't go with me because they know how far back I go and how I just keep going. I have really run out of people to ask. They just don't want to go because they don't want to walk that far away. But I know where I'm going. I've been there before and I've got things I want to show people or go swimming in a place. And a lot of times they're scared of snakes and stuff, but I'm just not. Once you make enough noise, the snakes leave. Hello. Hey, y'all. Yeah. Nobody goes with me. And then they'll say, you promise it's not 50 miles. And I'm like, yeah, I promise. I've been that way since I was a little boy. I'll get people to go and I don't tell them how far it is. Like, it's beautiful, you'll love it. But I don't tell them it's 5 miles. Because when I turn on the video, I'm already miles in. Because I knew that it would take too long to film the whole way from me going there. But I'm going to go back as soon as it warms up here. I'm going to go back and go the other way. That's the way I know. And that it stays nice and flat. And I'm going to have that Wi-Fi device I'm buying. So I'll be able to do a live from the creek. And I'll just come on when I'm walking into the woods and coming down into the creek. Yeah, I will. I am. I'm getting a Wi-Fi device for my pocket, and I'll be able to go on the creek, go live, and walk through the creek. And then if people see things, I can go down and look at it, pick it up, show it to you. If you want to go, if you see something away from me, you can tell me, go down there, and I'll go wherever people say go. Or because I really want to try to, because if you stop and just focus in, all you got to do is bend over and you can find beautiful stuff. But if I'm on live doing a walk, you can go. You'll just be on your phone. And you can say, hey, see that rock? Pick it up. Love is alive. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, okay. Love, the person, is live. Oh, it's not dark where you are. It's dark here. It's been dark for hours. An hour, at least. I appreciate it, Tiger, for real. Always. You're like killer diller. Really do. You too, Rock. I don't know what happened to Sharon. I kept seeing her stuff disappear. I don't know if she was deleting it. Thank you, Tiger. I surely appreciate that. I do. Oh, well, this is our first time. Oh, I can't even tell you what time it is here because. Let me see. Oh. everything set up. And then boom, it's all with the shot. Now you can see my rocks. See my rocks? They're pretty. All my rocks. Can't find anything. So weird when this stuff starts happening and you can't find anything. My poor dog has no clue what's going on. And she likes things to be exactly the way they're supposed to be. And when things get weird, she starts tripping out. I'm scared to touch my phone, so I can't tell you what time it is. I was looking, I can't find anything. Everything's gone that I had set up and going to make my life easier doing this. And that just didn't happen because now I can't find anything. That's the rocks I've been showing out that I found from my creek. I was going to take them back or do something with them because I don't want piles of rocks. And today I just dumped them in the fireplace. I knew I was going to have to run it tonight. And that's that big old piece of amethyst right there. And I got another big piece right here. And then you can see all the sparkles going in that. But it's nice. I was going to take them back. Now I'm just going to leave them in there. I love amethyst too, especially after getting these big chunks and seeing it on top of the, like, I guess you call it, it's fortification lines or agatized or something. I'm not sure. But it's beautiful looking at it grow out of the host rock, and you can see other structures going up through it. Because them pieces that I have, they're purple, and some of them are clear, but you can see inside of them they have black crystals growing. Well, they're probably a dark purple, but they look black coming up through the purple. ABCM. Yes. And do you know, have you tried to use a magnifying glass when you're filming? Oh, no. I didn't find that amethyst at the creek. I got that from Tyler. Golly, I can't, it's a shame. If you watch those shorts I've got of the amethyst, it's got his business card on there. And then that one where I had that glass ball with the opal inside of it, that had, hey, T-Bird, that had his card at the end of it. I've just been calling him Tyler so long I forgot his name of his channel. Do you know Rock? Tyler that sells all the diamonds and stuff? It's called Hallelujah or something like that. Hallelujah. Oh, you know who I'm talking about, Paige. You know, Sharon, you have amethyst there. You have a mine right up from you that has amethyst, Sharon, in Georgia. Big, huge crystals, not like these ones I've got. I mean, I'm sure they have some, but right there where you are, I looked it up, and you have that mine. Right there above you is where those huge purple amethyst crystals are. So it's gonna, if you find that area, you can find a creek or a river or anything that's leading out of that area, and you will find it in there, especially a flood creek like that rises up in the rain. You can find a, because I'm coming to Georgia this summer to look for amethyst. Yeah, yeah, right. He does. What's the name of his channel? I can't. I know Tyler, but I for some reason, and I was just telling her that's where I bought that those big pieces of amethyst for. And when you look for those pieces like I've got online, they're like $140, $150 or more. And I did not pay that for those. And he offered them to everybody. He wasn't giving me a deal. They were the price they were, and I told him I wanted all of them because I knew it's my niece's birthday and her birthstone, and I got them all for my niece. And I just been making videos with them until I give them to her. You know how that is. We got to find something to make a video out of. You know what? If you go to Patty Pit, because I know people now that has went and they did not find what I did. It's so overwhelming because everything is sparkly and pretty and beautiful, and you have to learn how to ignore everything and just get your eye focused on one thing. And that's how I was finding those little circles. They could not even find that. And I got a bucket full of it. But see, everybody I went with, it's like grown-ups, and they get so overwhelmed because it's free, and they just start loading their buckets up, and they'll have 4 or 5 gallon buckets full. They have people coming in there with trucks and loading the whole back of the truck up full of rock. Well, it's not like that. It's pretty, but it's all broke and busted and shattered, and you can't do anything with it. You have got to search through every bit of it to find some. I only got a quarter. I got maybe a gallon out of a 5 gallon bucket full of rock, and it's nice with no cracks. And I'm fixing to start polishing that, and everybody's going to have to look at that. So, it's beautiful stuff, though. I just wished I knew what to do with it when I'm done. That's my problem. Because it's like, when I give it to people that don't know about rocks, they just look at me like I lost my mind. I gave them a rock. I never dig for a rock. I haven't. I had my little screwdriver in that video where I go to Somerville. I just got a screwdriver. But I don't necessarily, I'm not going to take a shovel. Well, I ain't never going to say never. Yep, that's it. You went and looked it up. That's funny. That's it. But he can get his hands on it. Sharon, you see what Paige put? Yeah, surface is good enough for me. Now, if I see a vein or something, I might get into it. And I tell you the truth, I do have a cliff that I want to go look at. But I'm not about digging in a hole or nothing yet. I hadn't got that happy with it. Yeah, that's what I remember too. When you try to look him up, it brings up Hallelujah and starts bringing up churches and stuff. It's really something. But he does, if you'll go look at that amethyst on that natural rock like that with those fortification lines, and some of them are doubled like on both sides and in between the fold. I mean, some of them are really beautiful. So he's got a good hookup, and his prices indicate that, because from what I looked at, and it could be too because it's wintertime and more people are shopping and the prices of everything has just went up. I've got some beautiful jasper, some fancy jasper coming. I've got some beautiful, that Mexican, what is it called? fancy lace, that Mexican fancy lace agate or Mexican color agate, or I got several boxes of stuff coming where I can do shows with it, and then I'm gonna start cutting it. I don't think I'm gonna use my polisher. I'm just gonna get it and cut it and show it because I want to do opals on my machine. I spent a lot of money on that machine, and I think I deserved it. I hadn't bought me anything in 6 years. So I got it. I may, you know how you justify what you want, but I went ahead and got it, and I just don't want to contaminate it. I want to use it for my opals because even my best opals aren't really that good. And I know that. But if you've ever had an opal, you realize how precious it is. I see that, Larice. Thank you so much. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. That's good. Likes, heart. Yep. That's really good. I know. Well, I can't wait to start working with my opal. It's scary when you touch that opal to that thing, because I don't like to do it. That's what I forgot about. I had my dentist give me a handful of those bits out of their Dremels that they work on teeth. I've got a handful of those. So if you can work on teeth with them, I'll be able to clean those opals out and leave them natural. That's what I want to see is because I got some big, like almost golf ball size opals full of like a bunch of sand or whatever there is in there. And I want to clean all that out and keep that natural form that's all inside of it. I want to try. I've got one that I've been picking at for months, a month. And I don't really mess with it anymore. I picked at it and I started getting it out, and it's just full of waves and just different structures and movement in the opal. It is the opal. And it is just beautiful to take all that host off of it and just have the opal. I mean, it is beautiful. And now I've got the equipment to shine it and polish it and do everything with it. Hey, awesome. I'm excited about getting on that. I'm scared, but I'm excited because I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to film a little bit and then have to turn it off, or just turn this on like this and just start going. Because with this, you could have time to sit there and change the wheels out and do all that kind of stuff. I wished I knew what you was talking about. I have only used it a couple times. Sorry. Is that a Dremel y'all talking about? Because I got a flex reel and I got a Dremel. But even on my Dremel, it has that extension to where you put it on there and then you can stick the whole thing in the water. It don't hurt it at all. Because you got to work. If you're using a Dremel, I see people do it that it's very experienced, like that opal guy. He can sit there and work an opal with water dripping on it with a Dremel. I would be too scared to do that. I would have to put it down in the water until I got comfortable, and I've seen, okay, you could do that. But just me sticking I can cab one on the wheels on the cab machine. But that's when you just really start wearing your little opal down. And I really just want to free it from the host rock, because when I find that stuff at the creek that's just chalcedony that's been freed from the host rock, it is beautiful. And it makes me think that's what opal would look like if you could free all that host rock off of it and just leave the opal. It would be all those wavy structures and different little areas and things like that to go inside of there, and it would and then if you polished it up right, and I've got some beautiful polishes. I've really invested quite a bit of money into this that I hadn't used because I'm learning and I don't want to mess up what I got. I'm in Elmore County by Slap Out. But the opal that I have some really inexpensive opal, and that's what I'm going to start using on my wheels just to get the feel of the wheel, because I know they're all different. Because I've only trained on the cab machine, and I did that 6 month training. I did 8 hours a week for 6 months, and that taught me how to work rock first, and then we moved into crystals, and then we moved into opal. And so I can really work an opal well just free-handed. Uh, and I know how to put it on a stick and all that. I don't know all my terminologies, but I can do it. But it's just like you start falling in love with your stuff, and it's hard to take something that you love and stick it on a wheel that's going to eat it. But you have a saw too, don't you, Rock? I can't wait to see what that fire look. Oh well, it's not going to look right on my TV because I'm doing this long format. So I would have to do the other format to make it fit the TV. Shoot, I didn't think about that. And I would have to shut up. Huh. I'm glad y'all understand. Are you talking about a metal detector? Is that a metal detector? It's starting to get hot in my house. Okay. I had a metal detector when I was young and I lived on an island. And I would wait till night and I would go down there and check in between all the seats and find all the money and the rings and jewelry and necklaces. I would have a whole bag full of stuff. I found a Rolex watch one time, a real big, thick gold chain. I have always found gold. You seen on that last video I did where I showed that old opal necklace and that heart gold ring I found at my creek. Somehow I find jewelry. Oh, it's not that. I forget. Oh, I'm new. I forget. We don't. I've never. Only when I come to other rooms. Yeah, Alabama. I would like. Oh man, that was really. I mean, we was having us a good time to say, but yeah, I would take that metal detector and you know how they line up those wood chairs for everybody to rent during the day, and just work through those and out, from there to the beach and then on the beach, because a lot of people will put their jewelry on their towel while they go and get in the ocean, and then when they come back they'll pick that towel up to dry off and forget their jewelry's on it. I mean, I hate they lost it, but it is fun to find that beautiful jewelry. Because I wore a necklace for probably 10 years that I found. It was a gold cross on the gold chain. I've even found wads of cash. Now that would be something I would love, a salmon run. Woo! I love salmon. Hey, Weld. Hey, Weld. I accidentally got knocked out of your live today, man. I didn't know how to get back. I'm new at this, and I just didn't know how to get back to it. But I was there. I made a mark. That's always good. No, I didn't get removed. I don't think. No, I don't know. I don't know. Because, I mean, I was there and boom, I was gone and I couldn't get back. But I didn't think about being removed. But I don't think I was. It's probably me. I'm new. And I mean, I do the little things I do. No, no, no. Don't apologize because I don't think nobody put me out. I think that I think I did it with my finger. I think I hit it. You know how you can hit it and it'll go down, but then, well, I don't know, because when I went back, I couldn't find you. But I don't think so. I don't think that happened. So don't worry about it. I just wanted you to know I was going to do a lot more and be there, you know, to support you. But I just couldn't find it. Sometimes when I'll accidentally leave and I can't get back. And it's not just you. I've done that before. There's the party lady right there. Ava. She threw a good party last night. I don't know if that's called a party, but it was good. Live entertainment. You cannot beat that. Did you see that whale at Ava last night? Oh man, she had some dude was there singing. Good night. I am so glad you came. I really am. I know it's 6 hours ahead of me there, so I know it's late. You're going to walk in that cold weather. Well, you just go for it then. I'm hiding in the house by the fire. I'm enjoying my fire talk. I almost did this with my Christmas tree. Well's good, Rock. I mean, do you know Well and Carrie? He's good. He does knives. He can flick the knife open with his hand. Like flick, flick, just like quick. Flips it open. Hey, Sharon. No, I don't have a metal detector. I don't have time for that. I like it and I like the idea, but I just don't have time for that. What I'm doing now I barely have time to go to the creek because I have to be close to home, and we live out in the country, so when you go anywhere you got to drive a long way, and that's all right. I like it. Well, down there where I'm at, there's no human. I mean, you might find a little piece of something, but you know it washed in there from way away from somewhere because there's been no humans except native where I go. Because I mean, you will see things that's washed out from the road or something like that every now and then because I'll clean up. But there's not a human waste. Like you don't see trash. Like I found an old bottle in the bottom. It said whiskey, and it was just the bottom of the bottle. And then I got a video where I was walking way back in the woods, and I found where they used to have an old still, and I found those big moonshine jars on the ground where they'd use those big old gallon pickle jugs to put that moonshine in. Hey, Papa's Gems. I hadn't seen that name in a while. Sure, I'm glad to see you. How's the grandbaby growing? I was, I bet they just mine turned 12, and you can't touch him no more. He's grown, so now I can't hug him or nothing because he's a man, and you got to respect that. But he's like he'll change. Got to get older and realize you got to give some love to get some love. Well, he was like I was there, and he would always hug me and try to show me how strong he was. And so he would like try to break my ribs, is what we called it. And he was getting really strong. These kids are starting to work out at a young age now. And I told him I wouldn't do it because you're gonna make yourself hurt real bad. By the time you're 30, you're gonna hurt. From because people, they forget to tell you that part about working out is how bad you're gonna hurt. When you hit 30 years old, you start hurting like nobody's business. But I walked in the house, and he was just acting different. And it was just like 5 days later, and he walked past me and didn't even speak to me. And I was like, man, whoa, hold on now, you come here. And his mama spoke up real quick, like, oh, he don't want to be touched no more. And I was like, well, what happened? What's going on? Why don't he want to be touched? That I was like really serious. Why? And then that come to find out that he was grown, and not grown, but he's being a man, and he didn't want people to touch him and hug him anymore. Well, I understand that. I understand being that young and making a rule or laying down a law and people respecting it for you. And he'll get older. I already know it. He'll be back. Because Burn, he'll come back. He loves me. At least I got that last summer out of him. Boy, I had that boy down in that creek. My other one I go to, this deep. We had fun, man. Riding on my back in that water swimming. Huh. Snakes. Huh, I don't understand. I get to run in my mouth and I look away. I don't even realize what time it is. And I've been on here for 2 hours. Yeah, they are. Because I used to do that with my little brother. My little brother got killed, but I was always a giant and he was little. So it was like I was kind of reliving that because I had him on my back the same way I used to do with my brother at the same creek. So it was really like flashbacks. And it was, oh man, I loved it. It just felt so good to get that close with him. And I think his parents may have got a little upset because I was taking him back in the woods and stuff, and they didn't want me to take him back in the woods. And I do understand. And he told me, his daddy said he couldn't go back in the woods. Well, it was kind of like a road, but it was in the woods. And I took him back there anyway. And I think that might have something to do with it. But I broke the rules. So, if you live by rules and you break them, you got to pay for them like everybody else. And I broke them. But he'll have a driver's license soon. Yep. He's just like his daddy. I mean, his grandfather. His daddy's a real cool dude. I love both of my son-in-laws. They're not my son-in-laws. My brother died a long time ago, and his girls were little girls, and I'm their uncle. But it just I feel a real closeness to them and their children. I wish we were closer, but they, you know how that you just have your family, and they both got families and working full-time jobs and living, and they live 80 miles from here. So I don't get to see them as much as I'd like to, but they're just living life and time goes by. And, nobody wants to come sit with somebody that has to do what I do every day. Yeah. And I know he loves me because he told me um, last time I was around, it was a little different because they realized how upset I got about it. Because I mean, it's me. I cannot blame the boy. His grandfather, my brother, did the same exact thing. I remember when he did it to my mother, and I remember her look on her face when he pulled away and wouldn't let her touch him at school in front of people. And it just like, all right, I see you coming out in that little boy. Y'all, I believe I have done my time. I was going to stop at 2 hours and I'm 7 over it. I mean, this has been great. I really enjoyed it. It's better than I thought. Um, no problems at all. I don't believe it. Anybody have any problems? I can't see it quick enough to see if anything. Nobody said anything bad, Rock? I feel like that's why I want that bot where I could just leave it running. No, I'm saying the no bad talk. Nobody saying anything. Okay, cool. Because they say that even if somebody talks bad on here, that if I don't see it, then I'll get like some kind of penalty or something. But I hadn't seen. Looks like I lost it for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna get off here, y'all. It's trying to. I guess people are getting home and turning on the internet and stuff. I appreciate everybody. Rock, you did me a solid. I sure do appreciate that. We need to email, definitely. Uh, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank everybody for coming. If you're watching this and if you've made it this far, then I am talking to you in the future. Hello. Go watch my other videos. They're awesome, man. You'll freaking love them. Go to the back, watch them from the back to the front, and you'll see how much better I get with each one. So hello to the future. If you're making it this far into my video, I'm saying hello. Go look at my old stuff first and work forward. That way you'll see, instead of working forward to the back. Because if you work forward to the back, it's still going to get worse. If you go to the back, it'll get better. Ha ha. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and y'all be blessed and be happy. That's a choice. Ugh. Oh, so hot.